Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. Today we are looking at the Nikon Z System, a camera that Nikon keeps improving over the years with already 8 firmware updates. We will see why the Z System remains a really good camera and may be one of the most underrated cameras in the early 2023. This video will save you a lot of time and money, so sit back and relax. Let's look first at the key specifications of the Z System and how it compares to the original version. When Nikon announced the Z Mark I in August 2018, it was their first adventure into full-frame mirrorless. The feedback was mixed because of the slow autofocus, only one single card slot, and the poor battery life. Nikon listened to their customers and only 2 years later, they released the Z Mark II with significant improvements. For the first time in a Nikon camera, the Z II is powered by 2 Expeed 6 processing engines. They work together for faster image processing, increased buffer capacity and more overall speed. The buffer is 3.5 times larger than the previous generation. It enables high-speed continuous shooting at full resolution. The shooting speed is 14 frames per second for the Z II versus 12 frames per second for the Z. The clunky interface on the Z6 and Z7 has been improved to engage face and animal detection. Also, a new autofocus system has been designed with improved low-light performance. It is now much better than the original version. The eye detection accuracy has been improved too. Now you can use wide area mode to set boundaries for eye detection. Great for busy scenes, group shots and pet portraits. As expected by many, a second card slot has been added. However, one slot accepts XQD or CF Express cards, and the other accepts XD cards. Some reviewers have complained that they would have preferred the same card type to avoid spending in multiple card formats. What remains unchanged versus the original Z6? Same sensor and nearly same image quality, same low-light performance, same touchscreen menu. The reviews on the internet highlight the following strengths and weaknesses for the Z II. In terms of strengths, the key points are, the dual processor is boosting performance and enables high-speed shooting. The video capabilities are highly regarded, as well as the build and handling quality. The dual card slot fills a gap. The many photographic features that make this camera fun to use. And the price at $2,000 is remarkable. In terms of weaknesses, the key points are, the native ISO at 100 ISO versus at 64 ISO for the Z7 II. The autofocus not yet at the level of competition. The 2 different memory card mediums. And the absence of sensor shift for ultra-high resolution photos. In general, the internet says this camera is a very good compromise, i.e., it is not necessarily the best camera in a specific area, but it seems to do everything very well and it is a great all-around camera. Oh! Before we review more in detail this camera and what makes it so special. Quite some work was put into that video. So if you want to help and encourage us, please click like and subscribe. Moving on to physical specifications and handling. The Nikon Z System's large lens mount features a 55mm inner diameter and short 16mm flange focal distance. This allows for flexibility in the optical design of Nikkor Z lenses. The benefits: more light in, to hit the sensor, improved low-light performance and edge-to-edge detail in both stills and video. The Z II handles like a dream. A deep grip design. Balanced weight. Sturdy build with smart button placement. Its skeleton is forged from magnesium alloy for an optimal balance of strength and lightness. Its exterior is fully weather-sealed to keep dust, grime and moisture out. Tough, as expected, and nicely sealed. Everything feels quality. Menus are easy to use. Dials are customizable. You can add your favorite functions to the eye menu, then access them from the LCD or EVF. Customize FN buttons or reassign buttons the way you like. However, some reviewers complained there should be more customizable buttons. Now let's move on to the sensor and image stabilization. Nikon Z II has a 25 million pixels BSI CMOS sensor, and you can shoot at maximum resolution of 6048 by 4024 pixels. Nikon Z II is not, by far, the highest resolution full-frame camera, but who really needs more? Powerful 5-axis vibration reduction i.e. image stabilization keeps your photos sharp and your videos steady, up to 5 stops in up to 5 directions. Handheld shooting is made easy. Moving on to the screen and viewfinder, Nikon Z II has a tilting 3.20-inch LCD screen with a resolution of 2.1 million dots. The screen is larger than average, and its resolution is up to the class standards. Tilting screens are more photography-oriented while fully articulated screens are highly preferred by videographers. LCD is touchscreen type, so you can change the settings and set the focus point with your fingertips. The electronic viewfinder enables to see what you will get. In the viewfinder, information about the exposure is displayed. Moving on to storage and battery, the Z II now has dual card slots. This fills a gap versus the original version. One slot accepts CEF Express and XQD cards. The other slot accepts standard SD cards. You can create a backup or maximize your onboard storage. Nikon Z II features built-in wireless, Wi-Fi, connectivity and Bluetooth connectivity, which comes handy for connecting other devices. Use your smartphone as a remote to control the camera. See what the camera sees, change settings and remotely fire the shutter. The battery life has been improved from 330 shots to 410 shots. However, this remains lower than the latest Sony mirrorless cameras, for instance at 600 shots. Now the photographic and video features. With Nikon's intelligent eye detection AF, you quickly identify and lock onto eyes, either humans, dogs or cats, for properly focused portraits. With focus shift shooting, take a series of up to 300 photos, each with an incrementally adjusted focus position. You can combine the photos into a single image with surreal depth of field and sharpness. With multiple exposure, combine up to 10 exposures into one visionary composition. With 900-second exposures, you can paint with light and track the paths of stars. With time-lapse, create a 4K time-lapse movie. You can be creative and add another element of uniqueness and artistry to your photos and videos with 20 creative picture controls, all are visible in real time. All this makes the Z II a complete, versatile and fun camera to use. The Z II builds on the Z6's formidable video capabilities. 4K Ultra HD at 60p brings detailed footage with full pixel readout. This can be recorded footage in camera on a CEF Express, XQD or SD card. A guy on YouTube explains that the Z II is the most underrated video camera because it is now compatible with the Blackmagic RAW. This brings video quality near to the Red professional cameras. Capture the eyes on video? All these features of eye detection autofocus are also available during video recording. Easily track moving subjects and keep footage looking sharp and professional on the eyes. Slow down time and capture every detail of movement with 120p full HD footage that can be played back at 30p, 25p or 24p. Silky smooth, slow-motion sequences to add emphasis and drama or highlight movement. So, who is this camera for? The Z II will suit the expectations of amateurs, experts, and professionals. It is also a compelling proposal for DSLR owners who consider moving to mirrorless camera, as well as Z6 upgraders, first-time Nikon shooters, and more. It is a versatile and complete camera that does everything well and excels in some areas, such as video and street photography. However, if you are more in sports and action photography, I suggest you consider the Nikon Z9. And for landscapes, you should look carefully at the Nikon Z7 II. So, in conclusion, The high-end Nikon Z6 Mark II has been improved 8 times already since it was released, and it is now a surprisingly good package, especially at this price point. With so many good cameras on the market, here we a budget-friendly choice, and the internet says this camera is fabulous, versatile, and capable for both still photography and video work. And when the Nikon Z8 is announced, there could be nice opportunities to buy the Z6 II even cheaper. An idea to keep in mind, my friends. This ends our review, which we hope was useful for you. We thank you very much for your support to our channel.